Is back pain slowing you down? Is that mirror showing you someone you don't recognize anymore? Gravity could be the culprit. Without surgery, pills, or even breaking a sweat, just a few minutes a day will show you how to achieve a better back and a better body.
And I've been hanging upside down for 22 years. I'm virtually free of back pain. My posture is better.
I've been hanging upside down for the last 40 years, and what a benefit for me. Well, I was 69 years of age before I went over my first hurdle. Feels just like I'm flowing over them because I have the flexibility, and that's the whole thing. I'm preaching the gospel of the inversion table for anybody that's got back problems or even health problems. It's amazing. I've experienced it, so I'm sold on it.
Wow! Can you believe that? Running hurdles at 88? He's actually over 91 now and still competing.
And I know that there are viewers out there 1/3 of Bert's age giving up favorite activities because they're too high impact.
The solution may be simpler than you think. Teeter hang-ups can help you target the source of your pain, resulting in a natural, non-invasive, and relaxing way to achieve a better back, better body. Its force compresses the discs in your spine, causing them to dehydrate, much like squeezing moisture from a sponge. The space between each vertebra is diminished, which increases the chance of pinching a nerve and reduces flexibility and shock absorption. You don't just feel this compression, it can actually be seen in temporary daily height loss and in increased waistlines. Inversion utilizes your body weight as a natural form of traction, clinically proven to increase the space between the vertebrae and decrease the pressure in the spine. The discs rehydrate, the muscles in your back relax, and the spine is encouraged to realign.
The inversion table that you'd order today has actually been upgraded over 75 times, including 3 patented or patent applied for features. We want to voluntarily test this table. We agreed on UL 2601, medical equipment in a clinical setting. Now, we're not saying this is medical equipment, but we are saying that is the absolute toughest specification they had, which has a 400% safety factor. Our UL quality testing does not stop with the initial test either. UL does surprise inspections of both of our factories 4 times a year to make sure the quality is maintained.
During the cycle test at the maximum rated load, the closest competitor failed at 14,000 cycles, the worst at only 288 cycles. The Teeter hang-ups table went 50,000 cycles without failure. This is the equivalent of 2 persons using it every day for 68 years. Every test of a competitive table ended in structural failure, that is broken or bent metal, except for the Teeter hang-ups that showed no structural damage. The static load test revealed weaknesses in key structural components, but Teeter hang-ups surpassed the standard of 4 times the maximum rated user weight by 20%. Teeter hang-ups met or exceeded the competitors in durability, quality, and function.
There's only 2 reasons to go fully inverted. 1, it feels good. Extra oxygen to the brain, a great stretch. The second reason, from this body position, you can do the toughest sit-up on the planet. Every single one of these counts for 10 horizontal sit-ups.
Now, I wouldn't recommend doing a full range sit-up on the floor, but when you're in a full inverted position, it's perfectly fine because there's no loads on your back.
You can do extensions, inverted squats. You know, when you're over 65 like I am, it's functional fitness that counts. That means joints that work. Get the weight off those sore joints, and all of a sudden, you can start to get some flexibility back. Start doing some of those things that you stopped doing when your joints started hurting, like keep up with the grandkids, get through a whole round of golf, start running. Maybe even start running hurdles like Bert at 88 years old. I feel great, yes!
For 5 minutes, you feel great.
I didn't have to take the ibuprofen anymore.
My back pain has been reduced by maybe 80%.
And all of a sudden, these pains are not just reducing the feeling, they're gone.
You see how easy it folds up, going into a tight storage position, perhaps under a bed. It springs into action in literally 2 seconds. In fact, you'll spend more time getting it out of the box than you will assembling it. This works just like a teeter-totter or a seesaw. You balance it so half your body weight is at this pivot point. As I move my arms headward, I rotate headward. As I move my arms back, I rotate back. You're in absolute total control. This is kind of the magic angle
where your weight-bearing joints are decompressed to at or near zero.
Pressure reading when standing is 100%. When you bend over at the waist, the pressure goes up to 200%. Did you know that sitting is actually harder on your back than standing? 150%. That's the way we work at a computer. 250%. You take 25% of standing weight to bed with you, because that last 25% isn't really caused by gravity. It's caused by the construction of your spine. Hundreds of ligaments and 140 muscles in 4 layers. They stabilize the spine, but at the same time, hold it in compression like a web of rubber bands. The only way to decompress is to achieve enough traction to overcome those rubber bands. This study found that it was a big number, approximately 60% of your body weight. Inversion is the only practical way to achieve this type of stretch.
As your joints are decompressed, they widen, allowing oxygen and nutrition into the soft tissue, helping to increase flexibility and shock absorption. As you mobilize those decompressed joints, they're helped to naturally realign themselves, resulting in less joint pain and better posture.
Slouch sitting, walking in high-heeled shoes, one-sided activities like golf and gardening are just some of the activities we perform that stress our lower back. Slouch sitting takes curvature out of our lower back, and walking in high heels puts too much in.
Think about carrying a baby on one hip or children carrying heavy book bags on one shoulder. And what about that growth spurt that happens from 9 to 11 when a lot of children pick up spinal curvature?
Used daily, TEETER hang-ups can change your life by helping you to relieve back pain, reduce stress, improve circulation, keep youthful flexibility. It helps your joints to naturally realign and decompress, corrects posture, stretches and relaxes muscles, and helps to keep your original body shape.
Where's this height loss most evident? In our waistline. You know how it is, girls, when you're 30 and over, your waistline can get bigger even without gaining weight? TEETER hang-ups is a fun and easy way to fight back against body shape changes.
Remember what Bert said about combining stretching with inversion? That it gave him the flexibility of a much younger man.
Very, very first time I got on the hang-ups, I was a little apprehensive, and then it was a dream.
I did get almost immediate results. My waist has elongated and become more narrow.
I feel that I've realigned my spine. It makes me feel taller. It makes me feel great.
In addition, every TEETER hang-ups inversion table comes with a 20-minute instructional DVD.
Use the TEETER hang-ups inversion table for a balanced, more flexible body now and see the payoff as you age. Fight back against gravity with the TEETER hang-ups inversion table, a product that has already changed the lives of over 500,000 people worldwide. Independent tests have proven that TEETER hang-ups surpasses its competition in strength, durability, and function. The table arrives 85% pre-assembled and has a 5-year warranty. Don't miss out on a better back, better body.